Former President Donald Trump will not be in court today, but Tuesday's proceedings did show some progress.
7 jurors were seated, and afterward, the former president hit the campaign trail right here in the city. Let's get right to Good Day's Robert Moses. He joins us with more details. And Robert, that stop was at a bodega.
It was, Tashani and Dan, and a very infamous bodega at that. The former president preached law and order there. He maintains that in prosecuting him, Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg is focused on the wrong guy. Former President Donald Trump visited the bodega in Hamilton Heights, where in 2022, a clerk named Jose Alba fatally stabbed a man who attacked him. Prosecutors initially charged Alba with murder, but then dropped the case when they said they could not prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he was not justified in using deadly force. The former president says District Attorney Alvin Bragg should do more to prosecute the criminals who continue to target the city.
It's Alvin Bragg's fault. Yeah, Alvin Bragg does nothing. He goes after guys like Trump, who did nothing wrong.
Former President Trump had just spent the day at criminal court in Lower Manhattan for day 2 of jury selection. 4 men and 3 women have been chosen to serve on the jury that will decide his fate. The jurors include a middle school teacher from Harlem, an oncology nurse, 2 lawyers, and a software engineer.
How do you feel about the 7 jurors that were selected today?
I'll let you know in about 2 months.
Judge Juan Merchan says if jurors continue getting seated at this rate, he anticipates opening arguments will start on Monday. The former president, again yesterday, repeatedly attacked the judge.
He's rushing this trial, and he's doing as much as he can for the Democrats. This is a Biden-inspired witch hunt.
Polls show the current and former president locked in a tight race. Back at the bodega, former President Trump suggested that he is not writing off traditionally Democratic cities like New York.
We're making a big play for New York.
Before leaving the bodega, he shook hands and posed for a picture with NYPD officers. Then he retired to Trump Tower for the evening. And again, today is a scheduled off day, so no jury selection today. It will continue tomorrow. Now, from one court proceeding to another, yesterday in Washington, the Supreme Court seemed to be skeptical of the government's argument that prosecutors should be allowed to charge January 6th rioters with obstructing an official proceeding. That carries a possible 20-year prison sentence. Next week, the justices will hear arguments about whether former President Trump should be immune from prosecution for his attempts to overturn the 2020 election. Dan, back to you.
Those are 2 big decisions. All right, Robert, thank you very much.